Hey guys, it's American Gun Chic and it's Gun Day Monday. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a response video to Tim Pool. He was on his podcast and I recently left a comment talking about how I want more than 10 rounds in my gun, and he responded to it, so I'll show you guys that right here.
American Gun Chic says handgun rounds are horrible fight stoppers. Perps walk through handgun bolts like nothing. Ask a rapper. Even heart shots have 10 to 30 seconds to continue hurting folks. Under 10 rounds is effing stupid. So then what would you want? Would you want like buckshot or something? Like if you're in your house.
And you can't have more than 10 rounds?
No. I'm saying if you're in your house and you're like a Glock 17 9mm frangible hollow point or something.
I feel like
if someone's going to be able to move through them and still cause damage, like what would instantly stop them?
But I wanted to get on here and prove something to Tim Pool and explain something and show you some demonstrations with some fruit and some guns and stuff like that. So I have some fruit down here, and I have different calibers here. I have a pistol, I have a shotgun, I have a rifle. And what I want to do is show them the stopping power, is what I'm calling it, of a pistol, a shotgun, and a rifle, you know, because they were talking about for home defense, you know, what do you want, a Glock 17 with more than 10 rounds, or do you want a shotgun, this and that? Me, personally, I want a shotgun or a rifle for home defense. I do not want a pistol, and I'm going to show you why. So if you go to these different channels and you look this up on the internet, you can see tons of people getting shot with pistol calibers, and they're still fighting through it. It's not stopping them. It is not like the movies where somebody pulls out a pistol and shoots someone and then they just fall to the ground and they're dead. It doesn't work like that. And I'm going to show you using a shotgun and a rifle how those, you're not really walking through those. You get shot with a slug in a shotgun or with an AR-15, yeah, you're not going to be doing too good. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you different examples. I'm going to shoot the cantaloupe. So I'm going to use a hollow point, for example, which is what I use for my everyday carry. And then I'm going to show you a FMJ, full metal jacket. So I'm going to show you both because most people should, and some people, you know, that know what they're doing, carry the hollow points, which is what you want to carry in your carry gun. This is practice ammo, but unfortunately not everybody out there knows what they're doing, and a lot of people do carry FMJs in their carry gun. So I'm going to show you both of these things. I'm not a scientist. This isn't like ballistics coming from the best ballistics spot, but I'm just going to do my best and just shoot some fruit. So that's what we're working with. So the cantaloupe is going to represent the skull, and then the watermelon is going to represent the chest. So I'm going to shoot 2 rounds into the cantaloupe, and then I'm going to shoot 1 round into the watermelon. All right, I'm going to start with FMJ, 1 in the cantaloupe, and then 1 in the watermelon, and then I'm going to shoot hollow point, 1 in the cantaloupe, 1 in the watermelon. So I'm going to start from right to left. All right, so this is FMJ first. All right, we can already see a big difference. Let's go down there. We're clear. Wow, that is pretty impressive. So this is FMJ, which is our practice ammo. And then this was hollow point. Black Rambo ammo, to be in specific, which is pretty badass. So yeah, you can see a total difference here. So let's look at the watermelon. So here's the entry wound. Here's the exit wound, so it's clearly a lot bigger. Look at all that. So that'll make you think twice for all the people that decide to carry FMJs in their gun instead of hollow points. Definitely carry hollow points, but this still isn't as intense as what the shotgun and the rifle is going to be. All right, let's move on. All right, so next we have a shotgun right here. I have my Mossberg 500 right here, and what I want to do now is show you with the fruit some examples of things that they were talking about on the podcast.
I feel like buckshot would be good only because, especially if you're dark, you have a better chance of hitting them.
Yeah.
If it's in the dark.
We'll have to ask an expert, someone who is properly trained on close quarters combat. Home defense.
So what I'm gonna do this time is I have a watermelon there and 2 cantaloupes on both sides. I'm just gonna shoot the watermelon first to show you that it doesn't spread like how people assume it does. You have to be a lot further for that to spread, and the distance you're gonna be in your home is not gonna be any more than this. And you do have to still be accurate with a shotgun. You can't just shoot and just assume that it's just gonna spread and take care of everything in front of you. So I'm gonna show that. So another thing I wanna point out that she did say along the lines of it being dark and not being able to see your target as well and stuff like that, I have a flashlight. You can't see it right now because it's daylight, but I have a flashlight mounted to the shotgun because one of the firearm safety rules that is very important, especially if you're gonna pull your gun and you're gonna press the trigger, is know your target and what's beyond it. So it should go without saying this to everybody on the planet that owns a gun, is do not press this trigger until you have identified your target and what's beyond it. We are responsible for every single round that comes out of our gun, every single time that we press the trigger. You need to know and see what's going on, because a lot of cases have happened where maybe kids snuck out of the house, or a kid was trying to get back in, or somebody was drunk and they were going into the wrong house, or something like that, and the person didn't identify the target and they just started shooting and it was dark and they ended up killing their kid or the neighbor kid or their friend because they were going in the wrong house because they were drunk, or their kid snuck out or something stupid. So I want to point that out and make that clear, is put a flashlight on your gun and make sure you shine that light before you shoot if it's dark. I'm going to be shooting the watermelon to show you that it doesn't spread like people assume. I'm going to be shooting buckshot. So buckshot, it looks like, well, yeah. So I'm going to be shooting buckshot. Buckshot, it looks like this. It's basically 9 little balls that are the size of 9mm handguns, so handgun rounds. So it's basically 9 pistol rounds is what I'm shooting basically. So we're going to be shooting buckshot into the watermelon, buckshot into the right side of the cantaloupe, and then to top it off at the very end, on the left side of the cantaloupe, I'm going to be shooting this slug right here. This slug is just a big chunk of metal, and it doesn't spread because it's just one piece. And I like this for home defense. It's really good. So I'm going to be showing what that does to that cantaloupe right there on the left. So, all right, let's start with the watermelon. Let's shotgun with buckshot. You guys ready? Woo, look at that. So it did not hit the cantaloupes as we see, but with the force, it knocked them down and then they fell on the ground. So, but let's go over there and take a look. All right, so here's our cantaloupes. Let's see if there's, nope, nothing on the cantaloupe. Let's look at the other cantaloupe. Nothing, not a single hole. And look at the entire watermelon. It's in pieces compared to what that pistol did. The FMJ and the hollow point, that's a big difference. But like I said, cantaloupes are untouched. And keep in mind, the spread of these cantaloupes is like a 6-inch spread. So it's really close. It's not that much of a spread. So this is really showing you with your own eyes what, like when people say, oh, just get a shotgun, you don't even have to aim, they don't know what they're talking about. All right, now we're gonna do the right cantaloupe with the buckshot, and then the left cantaloupe has got a slug in it. So let's go. That is awesome. I love shooting shotguns. All right, here comes the slug. All right, there is no pieces left of that cantaloupe. I love shooting fruit. It's so much fun. All right, as you can see, the fruit pretty much disintegrated. I mean, it's pretty much gone. So that is a big difference between that and a pistol. So why are we using a shotgun for home defense and not a pistol? Because we want to stop that guy right now, as soon as possible, and use the most effective means at stopping him. And this is a lot more effective, so, as we've seen. Hey guys, real quick, I wanted to give a big shout out to FUBAR. Check out FUBAR. I know I talk about FUBAR all the time because they're awesome. Go to FUBAR.com and come hang out with me. It's a virtual world where you can go on there and chat with people, make some new friends, hang out, buy some virtual drinks and some shots, listen to some music. There's a bling shop. You can buy all kinds of different stuff. And when I say buy, I mean use $Foo-Bucks, which is not actual money, it's just virtual fun money. So it's a really fun virtual world. We can go on there and socialize and just have a good time. I always like to go on there after I'm done with my videos, so I'm gonna be over at FooBar. Join me on FooBar and let's have some fun together. All right, now we're moving on to my AR-15, my rifle right here. So this is also a great choice for home defense because it has a lot more velocity, a lot more gunpowder, a lot more velocity than a pistol. And I'm gonna show you on my fruit right here. So I have some 223 in here, and I'm going to shoot the right cantaloupe once, then I'm gonna shoot the watermelon, then the left cantaloupe. So this is what the round looks like. So the bullet itself is small, but all this is filled with gunpowder, so it has a lot of velocity, so it tears stuff up. All right, another reason this is great for home defense, and some people might prefer this over a shotgun, is it's very lightweight, but with that, there's not too much recoil with an AR-15. So the shotgun has a lot more recoil than an AR-15. A lot of people, they get scared of AR-15. A lot of women I've seen, they've been scared of AR-15s. They're like, those look scary. They look like it's gonna beat up my shoulder. They say it looks like it kicks a lot, you know? And what I have to tell them and anyone watching this is it does not have a lot of recoil. AR-15s don't have much recoil at all. I don't think that it's uncomfortable to shoot at all. I think it's one of the most comfortable guns you can shoot out of all these guns right here. So women especially should love AR-15s, especially if maybe you're older, you're weaker, you don't think you can handle a shotgun, get an AR-15. So I'm going to shoot this and show you. All right. It's sighted in all the way, so because of side offset, I aimed higher, but I was a little too high because I shot just the top of it. So let's aim a little bit lower. All right, so when I shot the cantaloupe, because of all the velocity and the power, it made it roll, and it rolled to the other side, and that big gash we were looking at is the exit wound. It's not the entry. So I'm gonna show you that real quick. This was my first shot, which was a little high, so I decided to aim a little bit lower. This is the entry, and this is the exit. So your exit is gonna be a lot bigger than your entry because of all that velocity and all that power. It's gotta go somewhere. But that's a big exit wound, so. All right, so now we're doing the watermelon. So I shot the cantaloupe, let's see. This is my entry. Should have put the rifle down. This is my entry wound, and this is my exit wound. So you can see so this is the watermelon. The watermelon is in pieces. It's destroyed, so. This is what 223 did to my cantaloupe and my watermelon. So after showing you guys these examples, I didn't want to get on here and try to be like, oh, I'm smarter than Tim Pool or whatever. I wanted to get on here because I want people to understand things. There's a lot of misinformation that is out there because it's from the news, from our president, from all kinds of stuff, and I want people to know these things because these could cost people's lives. So I want people to understand, you know, a shotgun and its spreads, you know, knowing your target, using a light, you know, the stopping power between all of these different weapons and what you should use at your house and what you should carry and all these things, because these are very vital, important things that could cost you and your family their lives or save their lives. So make sure you share this video with anybody that you feel like might, you know, benefit from this or needs to know these things. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching this, and make sure you stay tuned for the next Gun Day Monday. And Tim, I want to congratulate you. You've come a long way in your Second Amendment knowledge, and I want to come up there when you get your range built and get to shoot with you and Luke, and I know we'll have a good time. So yeah, hope you're watching this, Tim and Luke, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Now that the video's over, let's head on over to FooBar, and I'll buy you your first drink. See you there.